Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Medical Moments with Covenant Healthcare. We love this segment. Joining us this morning is Laura Walker. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I'm good this morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Laura. Well, happy birthday, America. It is time to celebrate. This weekend is the 4th of July holiday, and we all know what that means. Folks are celebrating with family and friends, and the weather this weekend, Chris said, is going to be sunny and beautiful. That's a bonus. So, Laura, what are some common Independence Day injuries that bring people into the emergency room?
So Michigan is a great place to enjoy a summer, and I think after the last week of weather, we're really ready to get out there and enjoy it. And I completely promote that. I think it's the best thing to do is to be outside. But some common things we see happen is one, dehydration, firework injuries, and injuries in the water.
Okay, so I know, Laura, that a big one, fireworks, injuries from fireworks. We still want to have fun with fireworks, so how can we have a good time and also avoid those firework injuries?
So one of the biggest things is you want to assign a responsible adult in charge of fireworks if you're going to do your own. Otherwise, enjoy the different shows and out in the community. But it needs to be a responsible adult. That person should be wearing gloves. They should not be under the influence of any type of substance. They should have water available just in case something should go awry. Sparklers are another thing we seem to really tend to enjoy this time of year. And we let our kids do that because they're small and they seem relatively harmless. However, sparklers can actually get as hot as 2,000 degrees. So if you want to think about that, that is about as hot as a blowtorch. So we see a lot of injuries to hands, eyes in regards to sparklers. Another thing with fireworks is if they don't go off, don't relight them. Most of the injuries we see in relationship to fireworks are in the population under the age of 20. And they're usually burns, which can have devastating lifelong consequences.
Wow. Speaking of sparklers, when I was younger, I got a little burn in my leg from a sparkler, so I know how that is. Well, you know what, Laura, it's been so hot, brutally hot and sticky. So give us some tips to keep people safe in this excessive heat.
All right, so we all know it's important to hydrate, and if you look into it, actually men need 15 cups of fluid a day, and you can get that from, your foods and consuming things. Women need 12 cups a day, and beverages that have a lot of sugar in them or contain alcohol are actually dehydrating. So drinking those kind of defeats the purpose. So you want to keep yourself hydrated and you stay out of the sun as much as possible. Shield yourself a little bit and try and enjoy some water activities. And then when you enjoy them safely. Make sure you have kids in your vision at all times. I highly encourage you to get your kids swimming lessons at an early age to prevent any mishaps from happening.
Yeah, those are great tips. Families are going to be hitting the beach or the pool this weekend, so how can everyone stay safe in and around the water? I'm a big advocate of teaching your kids young how to swim. I had my little ones in the water at 6 months old, just getting them adjusted, and now they're fish, so I know that's important. So give us some water safety tips.
So that's great. So even if your child hasn't had swimming lessons already, a good skill to teach them is just to float, because floating doesn't take as much energy actually as swimming. So if they get in distress, they can flip over and float, and hopefully until someone could help them out. If you're enjoying the Great Lakes, there's a slogan that is used by the Great Lakes Water Consortium that says, if you get into trouble, you should flip, float, and follow the current, because we all know the Great Lakes are beautiful to enjoy. However, they do sometimes come with some unfortunate events. There's undertows that we can get caught up in. So if you ever feel yourself being pulled into one of those, you want to flip over, float, and follow the current until help can arrive.
I love that, Laura. Flip, float, and follow. Those are 3 words we need to remember. Okay, talk to us. I think it's really important too, Laura, to mention that just keeping your eyes on your kids, that's pretty important when you're out in the water, the little ones.
It definitely is. It's easy to get distracted by things going on around you, our cell phones, other children. So making sure there's a responsible adult, always keeping an eye on it. drowning does not always look like we see on TV.
Yes.
You know, sometimes it's just a matter of looking and noticing a kid's getting kind of far out, or they're getting tired, or maybe they're in a neighborhood pool and they've slipped in over their head, or they're on the side rail. So it's someone being vigilant at all times, and that gets to be tiring. So tag each other out. I'll watch your kids gallop for a while, you watch mine, and take turns doing it, but just make sure that some responsible adult has their eye on the children at all times.
I love that. That's an excellent tip. Thank you, Laura, for that. And Covenant Healthcare, this is exciting. You guys offer free classes on water safety, heat safety, concussion prevention, and so much more. So how do people find out what you offer and how to sign up?
So they can always reach out to Covenant Healthcare and ask for Laura in the trauma program. They're able to reach out to me that way or contact me via email. We do put a lot of stuff out on Facebook too, so if you can follow some of our Facebook feeds, we have water safety, different articles that we run monthly to keep our community safe and be able to enjoy the wonderful activities that Michigan offers.
That's right. We are all set now after that wonderful interview. Thank you for that valuable information. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope that you have a very happy and safe 4th of July, Laura. Thank you.
Thanks. I hope you do also.
Thank you so much. If you'd like any additional information on today's topic, just head on over to the Hot Links page. That's on WNEM.com.